next guest had just one good idea that turned into $1 million business. Welcome, Kelly Fitzpatrick. How are you? So tell us, what did you invent?
I invented bumpets.
Now, what is a bumpet?
Bumpets they're volumizing inserts. It's a piece of plastic that you just put under your hair and it makes it have volume.
Wow, this is amazing. And that's your daughter on the box, right?
This is my daughter.
How sweet of you. So, well, let's look at some, you know how I love big hair. I mean, there's no secret about that. So, everybody, let's look at these pictures of me when I was a widow girl. Oh, God. You know, that's actually what we called back in the day a wiglet. And those are many wiglets in the hair. There's a whole infrastructure going on in that nanny picture. You know, I have to say, Kelly, that you are a shining example of a woman that turns lemons into lemonade. And as you know, the theme of today's show is, you know, getting over your adversities. So, tell me, how did you get started with all this and why? Because you started out a hairdresser, right?
I did, and...
What happened?
Well, first, I wanted to be one of my hairstylists my entire life since I was 3.
I'm a hairstylist.
I know, yay.
Yeah.
And
I cut Rami's hair the other day.
And he has the best looking hair in the band.
My band leader.
Okay. Bump it. Should I bump it?
I'll give you a bump it, baby.
Right before I was finished with beauty school, I crushed my hand. So I had to have a plan B. And
you couldn't use your hand with the scissor and the combs anymore?
No, I've had years of surgeries. And then when I was 30, a little while ago.
Yes. Okay.
Anyways, I went back to beauty school, had my own salon, and every woman that sat in my chair back then, it was the Jennifer Aniston do that everybody wanted on Friends. Well, 90% of all the women that came into my salon needed more volume, and they couldn't understand how to get it. So that's when I first created bumpets. I used to say if I could just have something in their hair that sat like fingers right in their scalp, because that's where they need the volume.
Well, who do you go to make something? I mean, we all have ideas, you know, oh, if only someone invented this. You have the idea. Now, how does it become a contraption?
Well, I was also like you going through a divorce, and I was sitting up in my room one night crying. I'd gotten out of hair. My hands are just too bad. And going through a divorce, sitting up there crying, and I saw Donnie Deutsch on this show that says, isn't there something you've invented? You've got to go for it. And I watched it 3 nights. I cried for 3 nights. And then I thought, you know what I'm going to go get the books that they recommended and just research and do a lot of studying on it. And I should say the first thing I did is I thought there is something I've invented, this little hair volumizer. And so my daughter was cool, worked at Abercrombie, she was in college. I said, Catherine, what do you think of this? And she said, oh my gosh, it's awesome. And then I had asked lots of people and everybody loved it. So I read all the books, and then I just spoke with a patent attorney and a design engineer and just people to help me to get it to where I wanted to go.
So you went to a design engineer who actually, and then they have to make like a mold for it?
Right. Well,
how much capital did you need to do all this?
Well, because I learned everything the hard way.
Yes.
First I started with popsicle sticks and Velcro. That was pretty inexpensive. But then it got into the real molds.
Right.
And I was several $100,000 in debt.
Wow. Did you use credit cards or?
You know what, I had saved a lot of money, and then I used a lot of credit cards, just maxed them out, just trying to get this started, because when you don't know where to turn, sometimes you turn to the wrong places and have the wrong things made and trust the wrong people. And so, but I just kept trying. I just believed in it so much. And at one point, you know, I paid these kids Panda Express to make this commercial, that cheesy, cool infomercial. And so that's how we were on a shoestring budget.
Wow. And you've sold 10 million of these now.
Yes.
Unbelievable. You go, girl. I mean, congratulations to you. Now, I think that we're going to demonstrate it, right?
Yep.
We've got a gal from the audience who volunteered. Is that correct? Okay, let's stand up, young lady, and come on down. Come on down. Hi, this is Lisa, and Kelly's the inventor is gonna do it for you. Do you sometimes feel like you want to have big hair, extra volume?
I love big hair.
Yeah, who
I
doesn't love
admit
it? The bigger the hair, the smaller the hips look,
That's
ladies.
right.
That's what you gotta always remember. Okay, so let's see it done. Do you have
so
your bump
easy.
it with you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I just got it. You just
so this is what
lift
it looks
up a
like in
little
the box. And I like for some reason it looks like food to me, this box. So I'm very attracted to it. But did you think about that? Because there's something about this with the stripes, I don't know what, but it looks like there's something chocolatey in there.
Yeah.
But subliminally, this is what makes people buy
The
stuff.
pink and black, I just always loved it. So you just give your hair a little tease.
A little tease.
Put it right in, pull it over, you spray it with some hairspray, fan it out, give it a little sexy, and
Now that's not budging now. The thing inside, or are you supposed to pin it in?
You would need to put hairspray on, and I always like to pin the sides up like this.
To do what we call in my family the half up, half down look.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I love it. I think you look great.
Thank you.
Look at this. Kelly, I can't thank you enough for your inspiring story, and you know, I applaud you for turning lemons into lemonade, and also you're about to get married, so congratulations on that. You know, and everyone in the audience is getting a beautiful hair because you're all gonna get the bumpers. And coming up next is a psychologist who studies the science of happiness, and she's going to give us the tips on how to go from sad to glad. Stay tuned.